Alright, what's up? How y'all doing? This your girl Leah Nicole, and tuning in. Well, thank you, and I welcome you for coming to my page. I know it's been a while, it's been a year, whatnot, since I actually posted, but I will try to keep them coming as much as I can. So if y'all like this, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know if this card reading resonates. So what we have here is the 3 card, pick a card, and the first one I have the clear quartz, second one is the amethyst, third one is calcite. So I'm gonna let y'all, give y'all a minute so y'all could choose whatever your eyes are drawn to the most, or whatever you feel, which each crystals you're drawn to the most. So while y'all waiting, let's go get into their reading and whatnot. So this first card is, we have what you call the 5 of Cups. So I'm sorry for the angling or whatnot. I'm sorry for the thing or whatnot. So we have the 5 of Cups. Dun 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 dun. So basically, what this 5 of Cups is basically saying, that you kneeling down, you crying over spilled milk, you took a big loss, you took a huge loss. You're like, hey, like you're basically to your knees, you kneeling, praying, saying, why me, why this, why all of this, why is going on, why is this happening to me, why. But what you don't realize is you have the 2 of Cups still standing behind you. So instead of you crying over lemons, which is those 3 of Cups that are at the bottom, instead of the 3 of Cups that are at the bottom, you now missing out on you're forgetting about these 2 of Cups that are behind you. If you just turn around, get up out your feelings, and just look behind you and look at that 2 of Cups, you can make do on what you have, instead of sitting here crying over these, because ain't nothing you can do with these. So you have these to work with. So that's basically what this is saying. Your next card is on the oracle, sentimental feelings. This is a change. You have to, the sentimental feelings is, you have to change from this crying over here to picking up these 2 cups and run and going with it. Like, you gotta get up out them feelings here. Gotta get up out them. Gotta detach yourself. You gotta detach from these 3 of Cups so that you can make do with these 2 of Cups and keep it moving. Because all life is about keeping moving. Can't be crying over stuff. And a lot of us ain't got time to be doing all that. So kick rocks and make do. And I know some of y'all got like a hard situation or whatnot, but it's only hard if you make it. That's all I got to say. And your success depends on you. So with that being said, this goes into our next card. Our next card is, you feel because you took a loss here, or something walked away from you or whatnot, however it resonates. Could be your co-worker, could be a boyfriend, could be girlfriend, could be whatever, could be anything. You feel guarded and protected from it. You feel like you need to just guard and protect your heart, protect your life, protect whatever you have left, which is basically these 2 cups. But my thing is, how can you guard and protect those 2 cups if you crying over the 3 that are spilled? You can't. You have to get up, turn around, look at the 2 of Cups, and then while you're looking at the 2 of Cups, you feel as though you need to be guarded and protected. So, and with that being said, this goes into our next card, which is the overall practice compassion. Although you lost these 3 of Cups, you still got these 2 of Cups that are still standing. Although you lost the Three of Cups and you want to feel guarded and protected, you have to remember that you have to come from a place of love. You still have to have love in your heart. That's where your heart chakra resides. And if you look at the card, I don't know if y'all could look. Like, I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Like, you have that. Like, if you look at the card, you have green, all green, that recognize your heart chakra. And then there's a blue, which recognize your throat chakra. And then you have yellow, which recognize your sacral, your red, which recognize your root. So all in while, you know, you always have to, always have to practice compassion and see things from a fresh perspective instead of the way you're going. Because remember, the way you were going, you got to this point of the Five of Cups, which is the Three of Cups spilled, and then you have these Two of Cups still standing. So look at the guy. So always want to practice from this perspective. Gain a whole new perspective, because your old perspective is what got you to this point. So take what resonates. If not, keep it moving. The Five of Cups symbolize changes. Number 5 symbolize changes. So it's up to you whether if you want to sit in this drought or not. And how I know, because after the number 5, you get the number 6. If you look up at the top, 1 plus 5 equals 6, which is balance. Last card is synergy. Green man, which basically, and as y'all see, recognize the heart chakra. Green. Green is blessings. Green is where your money comes in. Green is flow. Energy is fluid. So if your heart chakra is closed and you wondering why you can't get no money or whatnot, always remember. But that's a whole nother issue. I'm sorry, I ramble. So anyway, so basically, practice. Spend some time in nature. Be sync with nature. Go outside in the wilderness if you need to connect, or if you need to gain balance, if you need to gain your sense of self or whatnot. Nature is a great way to revitalize yourself, revitalize your spirit. If you have to go run or go walking, take the kids out, as long as you outside spending nature, because you never know what spirit animal may present itself, or what spirit bug may present itself to you and give you a message. So always remember that. So that's the reading. Take what resonates, and remember to subscribe, like the video, comment, and I'll see you guys later. That's it for the first one. Alrighty. So the first card we have here is the Hermit. Basically, now, with the Hermit is basically saying that you have to go within. You basically have to go within to figure out your life. You basically in a standstill. Not necessarily in a standstill, because the Hermit is always moving. If you look at the staff and his light, he's lighting his own way, but he's also moving. The Hermit represents the number 9, which means completion. But also, the number 9 signifies humanitarian, which is the Hermit. Humanitarian work or whatnot. So that's basically what this card is saying. So we go into our next card, which is new exercise program. So basically what this card is, you basically had to go within to find some other type of means to get some work in, or to find work, or to find new love, or to get some type of new perspective, a new way on how you're going about doing things. Because apparently you may feel lost, you may feel out of whack, you may feel out of anything or whatnot. So that's basically what the new exercise program is basically saying. Also, with the new exercise program, for some of you, it could mean go out and go exercise, or exercise your mind, go out and go learn something, or go back to school, or something. So this goes into our next card, which is internal love. This goes back into our first card, which is the Hermit. Self-love is the best love. So if you have to go within. The Hermit is about seeking knowledge from within, and also seeking knowledge from without as well. As above, so below, as within, as without. Well, that's what you got with internal love. So love can be from in any form. Like it may not necessarily can be from a man or a woman or your significant other. It could be from your children. It could be from your mom. It could be from your friends. It could be from your coworker. It could be from anybody. It can even be from nature. It can be from grass. It can be from an animal. It could be anything that you symbolize internal love. But I always say start with self, because as the Hermit, you always seeking from within. Always remember that. This goes into our next card, which is the wake up call. So as you seeking within, you also will gain a wake up call. This could be from like meditation. If you meditate and everything, a lot of times when you meditate, you'll end up getting a wake up call, or like you'll get a aha moment on doing something like whatever you've been thinking of doing. It will come to you, and it will come to you in a way, or in a form of a aha moment. Like a ha moment. Can't get it out. So that's basically what that card is saying. And then finally, love who you are. Had to fix that. Alright, so finally, you got love who you are. You are divine, delightful, deserving of wonderful things life has to offer. So this goes into like with your heart chakra and your sacral and your root. Love who you are. Start with you first. If you start with you first, a lot of things will manifest. A lot of things will come in for you. So once you start loving who you are, that wake up call will come in, and you'll no longer have to be this hermit. So that's what these cards are basically saying. You guys are more straightforward. I hope that resonates. Appreciate. And then once you get that wake up call, you get that new exercise, that whatever you've been wanting to do, whatever you've been wanting to thrive, that change is there. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Let me know if this resonates. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Y'all have a good one. Alright, for my third and final. Finally got to y'all. Alright. So, first card we have is the Star. So, the Star is basically saying that y'all out here, y'all wish for something, wishful thinking, or wish. Like you wish for something to happen. Like wish upon a star. But what y'all don't know is, or what y'all forgetting is that in order to wish, in order to give, in order to ask the universe for whatever you want, you gotta give. And giving can be in any form. So, if you look at the girl, she has the two little vases, the one with the sunflower in there, and she's pouring water into the pond. But if you also look at her forehead, and she's in blue. So in purple, which is exercising your throat and your third eye and your crown, your chakras. So if you look at her forehead, is gleaming, which means intuition. So as you wishing Upon a start wishing for something to happen, you have to remember, you have to give, you have to manifest, you have to create, you have to do all of that. So this goes into our next card, which is moving. So a lot of y'all could be moving somewhere. A lot of y'all need to move directions, move. Like y'all feel stuck. Like, I wish I don't want to be here. I wish I could be there. I wish I could do this. I wish I could do that. I wish. Well, you spending a whole lot of time wishing instead of being on the move. Almost kind of like the chariot in a way. But in order to wish is another way of saying make. In order to make something happen, you got to move. Or you got to make a way. You got to make changes. You got to do something in order to see something happen. That's basically what it's saying. This goes into our next card. It's time to leave this unhealthy situation. Now, this could say it's time to leave an unhealthy perspective, a healthy thought, an unhealthy bond, and healthy anything, however it resonates with you. It could be a person, it could be a thing, it could be whatever that's unhealthy to you, whatever that's costing your peace, whatever that's costing your vitality to life, whatever that's costing you. It's time to leave it alone and find a new, which we go back into moving. And this goes into wish. Like, you wish I could leave. I wish I could move. I wish I could do this. I wish. Well, it's basically saying it's time to stop wishing and start making a move. So, unless you, and this is kind of similar to the first card group that I just did, because they received the 5 of Cups. So whatever you crying over or whatever, what have you, it's time to leave that situation and focus on healthy, whatever that'll get you into a healthy state of balance, a healthy state from within. So this is basically what they're saying. And this goes into our next card. Radiance. So this goes into our next card, which is Radiance. Radiance is basically, take this time. Let the radiance of the sun inspire your inner radiance to shine forth. Release your concerns about what may happen in the future and focus on appreciating anything you have that is good and right. So, this goes back into, it's time to leave an unhealthy situation. It's time to release. It's time to let go. It's time to let God, give it up to God and walk away. Let the sun from within. You're radiant. You're in radiance. Act like it. Like let's stop wishing. Like, let's no longer wish, and let's keep moving. Like, we got stuff to do. We got shit to do. We got shit to be doing. We got everything to be doing. So it's basically saying it's time to leave. Start embracing that sun that dwells within you. Basically, your root and your sacral. This is what this is. Your root and your sacral. Because your sacral is your feelings. Your root is your groundness. This is basically saying it's time to leave and start embracing who you truly are. Is what that's saying. Now your last and final. Romance. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. Now, with romance don't have to necessarily be with the person you love. It can now, but see, I see 3 situations regarding the romance. Now, after you find who you are within, some of you may find somebody, may come across someone, and when you come across that someone, they're gonna lavish you with love, personal attention, personal affection. They're gonna lavish you. You know, you are the world. But that's only if you stop wishing, you move from wishing, and you leave whatever situation you are, so that you can embrace who you are until you can find who you want. So that's for some of you. Now the others, it could be lavish your kids, love your kids, or love your work, put more into your work, or put more into the relationships, bonds, friendships, you know, stuff like that. So it could be in that sense. As far as romance concerned, like, because romance can be, doesn't necessarily have to be like kissing or anything like that. It could be with just spending time with the ones you love, that, which is intimacy, another form of intimacy. So it don't necessarily have to be like with two people, although you see two people here, because it may not even be a lot of y'all. Some of y'all need to leave this romance behind. This is what's causing it to be unhealthy. Like, a lot of y'all are stuck on this romance, the honeymoon, and it's like, no, you need to leave. It's unhealthy. It's like the devil. It's a unhealthy bond. It's like a detachment. Like, you need to detach from the situation. Move on. Stop wishing. Start embracing, so you can see who you truly are. So that's the type that I get. I know I said 3, but I only realized I only saw 2 out of this. So yep, so that's all I have. Thank you. I hope it resonates. Let me know it resonates. Comment, subscribe, what have you. Remember, energy is fluid. Energy is always moving. Take what resonates, take what don't. All three of these decks could resonate with you. So, you know, however you take it. So let me know whatnot, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.